Hello and welcome to Slightly Nostalgic. My name is Griff and we have watched Firefly episode 6. I think Our Mrs. Reynolds. Alright, this is a big fan favorite episode. It's very funny. Everybody loves this one. I feel like most of this video is just going to be me saying, and then this funny thing happened, and let's talk about that. So let's just talk about the funny things. First funny thing is in the opening scene. It's a great opening scene. Not a bar fight, but we do see them. I think it's in media res is what fancy people call it, who like to say words that might not be English. They're in the middle of a mission, but you don't quite know what's going on right away until you see Jane, and then he's like, I married myself a powerful ugly creature, and then it's Mal in a bonnet, and what's not to love about Mal in a bonnet? We get the great quote, I swear by my pretty floral bonnet, I will end you. Fantastic. What I also like about this opening scene is that it shows they don't just do crime, they also do things that help people. Like, I mean, they were getting paid to do it, but they were standing up for this small town, and I guess these people were robbing them or something, and they're putting a stop to that. It's great. They're good guys too sometimes. Then we cut right to the big party where they're celebrating with the townspeople, and they're dancing around a fire, and everybody's drunk, and it's fantastic, and I just wish I was there. I want to get drunk and dance around a bonfire with the Serenity crew and a bunch of hillbillies. That sounds like a great time. Then when they get on the ship and they find Saffron, that whole scene is just hilarious. The way it's played all the way through. Zoe is like trolling Mal the whole time. Kaylee's kind of trying to stand up for Saffron, but she's also kind of making fun of Mal. And there's kind of a wet blanket over there with Inara. She's just offended by the whole thing, but everybody else is just being really funny. It's a really great scene. But something I've always found a little bit strange and still think is a little bit strange is why is Mal so upset about this? Like, I can see why he wouldn't want a wife. He doesn't want to be tied down. He wants to be free, roam the galaxy and all of that. But, I mean, Zoe does that. She's got a husband. Wash does that, obviously. He's got a wife. You can be married and be free and roam the galaxy and be your weird, broody, but also funny self and stuff like that. You gotta find the right person. Who knows? Maybe she is the right person. I feel like in this situation, I would just be like, oh, well, I mean, you're super excited to be my wife. You can cook really well. You're super hot. Let's just give this a shot. Why not? Maybe that means I would go to the special hell. I don't know. I would have given the marriage a shot. Anyway, another funny moment is after she cooks him a meal and Mal gets up to leave and everything, and she goes, would you like me to wash your feet? Mal just like looks over at Wash and Zoe and then just turns around and leaves. Another laugh out loud moment for me, even though I knew it was coming, I actually forgot about this joke, is when he like corners Mal and you think he's gonna threaten him to, I don't know, take his wife, and he's actually just trying to trade the gun, and Mal's like, she has a name, and Jane's like, so does this, I call it Vera. And another great quote is when Mal is like, well, my days of not taking you seriously are certainly coming to a middle. I feel like that one gets lost, like most people don't notice that line, but I've always thought it was funny. Random side note, I think this is the first episode we get a really good look at Mal's personal living space, like the captain's quarters or whatever. It's bigger than the other people's, and it's not bad. It looks like a decent place to live. I could totally live on Serenity. Also want to point out that I stand corrected. They do say humped again in this show, because Wash says humped at one point in this episode, so they didn't totally forget about that word. They just don't say it as often as they do in the pilot, but they do say it again. And then my last laugh out loud moment was when Inara is pretending that she just bumped her head because she doesn't want Mal to know that she kissed him. And Mal thinks that she actually kissed Saffron. Just all the jokes revolving around that are hilarious. I thought Marina Baccarin, is that how you say it? I thought she sold it really well. She was just like, my head got hurt like Wash. And that's pretty much it for this one. Lots of laughs, a great guest star, pretty solid episode. I like this one. Be sure and watch the next episode if you're following along with me. The next one is Janestown, another big fan favorite, so looking forward to that one. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Okay, bye.